Whoa, we're not talking about leaving.
Okay, so most people don't know this, but 25 states in the United States plus Washington, D.C. have laws that legalize some type of marijuana. 4 states and D.C. legalize it for recreational use. Alaska and Oregon allow you to possess a specific amount, but some states only allow it for medical use. There are 3 things that I'm going to talk about today that are the benefits of legalizing marijuana, and that's the boost in taxes that benefit the community, the hemp industry, and the medical benefits. Most of the information that I got today came from various websites, including the Colorado Department of Revenue website, and from multiple articles, including the Denver Post and Business Insider. First, we're going to talk about the boost in taxes. According to an article written in the Denver Post, marijuana sales this year are expected to reach $1 billion in Colorado, and local government entities are cashing in on it. Many cities, including Colorado Springs, where I'm from, are using it for roads to aid and decrease homelessness. They produce scholarships, and it's helping with school construction. According to the Department of Revenue, recreational weed is taxed more than medical marijuana, but both recreational marijuana and medical have a 2.9% sales tax on them. The recreational has 10% special sales tax. There's a 15% marijuana excise tax, and then there's also application and license fees that go along with those taxes as well. Legal marijuana sales are expected to reach $6.7 billion this year across the United States. But there's more to cannabis than just the part that is ingested. Legalization of cannabis would open the market for hemp products. Most people don't know the difference between hemp and marijuana. Hemp is the plant itself, where marijuana is the fruit of the plant. Hemp contains less than 0.5% THC, and if someone were to try and smoke hemp to get the same chemical reaction as marijuana, they would get a headache and they would experience symptoms as if they had taken laxatives. So don't try to smoke hemp. There are many uses for hemp that can better the environment. It can be used to make rope, clothes, food, paper, textiles, plastics, insulation, and biofuel. One of the biggest things that it would help with is paper, and it would reduce forest destruction. Hemp produces 4 times the amount of paper per acre than trees, and it has longer fibers, which allow it to be recycled more times than regular paper made from trees. It's also resilient to most weather and pests, which would reduce the need for pesticides, and it can also replace cotton, which is responsible for 50% of the world's pesticide usage. Oil made from hemp is the richest known source of polyunsaturated essential fatty acids, which are really, really good for your body. Finally, we're going to talk about what the big pharmacy industry doesn't want you to know, and that's that medical marijuana can help treat and reduce symptoms of many diseases, and it can also replace a lot of over-the-counter drugs. It can help with pain and nausea caused by chemotherapy. It can help treat arthritis pain, glaucoma. It helps control seizures, and it improves signs of lupus. Some of the over-the-counter drugs that it can replace are Vicodin, which is a painkiller. 44 people overdose on painkillers every day and die. You can't overdose on THC. Xanax, which is an anti-anxiety medicine. Adderall, which is a stimulant, and in that case you would have to smoke a sativa strain instead of an indica. And Ambien, which is a sleep aid, and in that case you would go for an indica instead of a sativa. And Zoloft, which is an antidepressant. So let's recap. We talked about the boosted revenue that can benefit the community. We talked about how legalizing marijuana would open up the hemp industry And finally, we looked at the health benefits of medical marijuana. A philosopher and author, Sebastian Marancola, said, "Marijuana enhances our mind in a way that enables us to take a different perspective from high up, to see and evaluate our own lives and the lives of others in a privileged way. Maybe this euphoric and elevated feeling of the ability to step outside the box and to look at life's patterns from high perspective is the inspiration behind the slang term high itself." Does anyone have any questions? Yes.
What's the difference between sativa and luminosity?
Sativa and indica.
That one.
Sativa is it's more what people smoke like during the day. It like gives you energy, like vivid thoughts, and indica is more of like a downer. It helps you sleep,
But it comes from
calms
the same
you down.
plant.
Just different strains.